Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Infinity News. I'm your host, Abdullah.
And I'm your other host, Gabe.
In today's news, marches to protect abortion access will be held in every single state ahead of the Supreme Court reconvening on Monday, October 4th.
Women's March and more than 90 other organizations, including National Latina Institute for Reproductive Justice, Planned Parenthood, Shiro, Mississippi,
Mississippi in Action, Access Reproductive Care Southeast, The Frontline, Working Families Party, and Sister Song are organizing a national call to mobilize and defend for reproductive rights.
The rally will mobilize on Saturday, October 2nd at 12 p.m. at the Northampton City Hall.
With Hamp Halloween around the corner, the CLA office is again looking at the student body for ideas for activities and programming.
The event will be downsized and adapted to the COVID-19 policies, but the general plan for the event is to have small events and activities around campus rather than one centralized location.
Submissions will be accepted through Wednesday, October 20th at 9 a.m. The form can be found on Hamp Engage under the Forms section.
In other news, the library's extended schedule starts October 2nd. The library will now be open 7 days of the week, with hours being 8:30 a.m. till midnight, Mondays to Thursdays,
8:30 till 6 p.m. on Fridays, 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. on Saturdays, and noon till midnight on Sundays.
These new regular hours will also be observed during October break.
Our friends at Court reached out to alumni that focused on writing in academic and their professional careers.
This resulted in forming a Hampshire Writers Advisory Council that provides opportunities for alumni and student writers to explore the landscape of writing careers and to demystify both the opportunities and challenges that writers face.
An upcoming event for the council is gathering on the 50th anniversary celebration on October 16th. The location for this event is still to be decided.
Meanwhile, please enjoy this new weekly section of our news stream, Writing Tips. Each week will include advice from an alum who shares insight into the writing industry.
Without further ado, please enjoy.
And that's all for news, folks.
Stay tuned for some silly,
goofy surprises.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Joanna Yaz. I graduated from Hampshire. I'm fall 91, I should say. I entered then. I studied creative writing and did my Div 3 in creative writing. And I have had a career mostly as an editor since then. The thing that came to mind when thinking about what I would want writers to know is a kind of state of mind or a plan. Or planning mindset. It's a little bit on the practical side of things, where you think very carefully about what kind of life you'd like to have for yourself. Could be where you're going to live, city, country, thinking practically about what kind of income you would need, and therein what kind of job you might want to have. Are you the kind of person who wants to work in a writing related field? Are you someone who wants to have your work, your job, your money job be separate entirely from writing? And is that the kind of thing that makes you feel productive? I'm not suggesting that everyone needs to know the answers to all of these questions, but I like the idea of imagining yourself in the kind of life that seems really wonderful to you and kind of working backwards in terms of how you can get there. And I guess I'm just saying this in opposition to a mindset where you think, okay, I just want to write and be really successful, and it's this forward trajectory. That's great, and you can think that way too. But to think of your life as a whole, and writing is part of it, and how you can see living in a way that writing can successfully be a part of it, rather than something that needs to be shoved in on the side of whatever you're doing. And whether or not you need to be stimulated by a certain kind of place in order to be productive. Are you the kind of person who needs solitude? Do you like the big city? So to think about these things in conjunction with one another, but to also kind of have this lifestyle, I guess you could say, mindset that's driving you as well. I think that kind of wraps up what I have to say. I don't know if that seems very general, but it's something I never thought about before in those exact terms, and it would have been useful for me, I think, if I had done so way back when.
Western Bay, and it serves 100 ships a day. Lonely sailors pass the time away and talk about their homes. And there's a girl in this harbor town, and she works laying whiskey down. They say, Brandy, fetch another round. She serves them whiskey and wine. The sailors say, Brandy, you're a fine girl, what a good wife you would be. Yeah, your eyes could steal a sailor from the sea. Brandy wears a braided chain made of finest silver from the north of Spain. A locket that bears the name of a man that Brandy loved. On a summer's day, bringing gifts from far away, but he made it clear he couldn't stay. No harbor was his home. The sailor said, Brandy, you're a fine girl, what a good wife you would be. But my life, my love, and my lady is the sea. Yeah, Brandy to watch his eyes when he told his sailor story. She could feel the ocean fall and rise. She saw his raging glory, but he had always told the truth. Lord, he was an honest man. bars closed down. Brandy walks through a silent town and loves a man who's not around. She still can't hear him say. She hears him say, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. But my life, my love and my lady, it's the sea. Yeah, yeah, see. I said, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. But my life, my love and my lady, it's the sea.
Alright. Come on. Yeah. Alright. Come on. Call it a session. No time for resting. Words manifesting. Call it a session. No time for resting. Words manifesting. Come on. Put my hand up in the air. Wave down the bus cause it's just right here. Step up front and pay my fare. No seats left, life's just not fair. I'm going for a 20-block ride. Looking out the window, now it's snowing outside. Watching all the people as they pass by. Man, some with no boots, they slip and they slide. Ooh, one couldn't get back up, so the ambulance had to pick them up. I hope that they're okay, but I've gotta get on with the rest of my day, so I jump off the bus cause that's my stop. Listen to Bismarck as I walk, looking for the loft, it's a couple more blocks. Man, I'm ready for the session, dude, I'm gonna go off. Call it a session, no time for resting, words manifesting. Call it a session, no time for resting, words manifesting. Look, work is done, now I'm back on the street. Stomach's rumbling, I need something to eat. Order 2 slices, sit down in the seat, and I'm highly entertained by the sound of the beat. That's when the lyrics pop in my head. Hurry, write them down before the muse goes dead. Catch them on paper so I don't forget. Always have a pen so I don't regret. I jumped in the R-train home. Out in the 90s is where I roam. It's where I keep my microphone so I can rock a demo when I'm in the zone. Here in the present, call it a session. No time for resting, words manifesting. On this beat right here, man, this is the short shot of the year. Call it a session, no time for resting, words manifesting. Call it a session, no time for resting, words manifesting. Call it a session, no time for resting, words manifesting.
I've been cooking probably since 3 a.m. You know, it's a special occasion. My husband deserves the best. My birthday only comes around once a year, so that's probably him. Hi, honey. My husband is currently on the job market. He was recently let go because, according to his boss, he threw a violent tantrum. He's keeping himself busy though. He's an artist. These are his paintings. He says I'm his muse, and I think you can tell he's very talented. I'm trying to be a writer. My husband said it would help get all those overwhelming thoughts out of my head. My first book is almost out. In April, you'll be able to buy it. It's called All Women Are Hussies and Less Deserving Than Men. Are you enjoying your dinner? He's not throwing it at me, so it's probably okay. Where were you today? Were you with Steve? No, it's fine. I just thought you'd be out looking for jobs. I know, painting is your job now, but it's just that I'm the only one making money right now, and I don't want to go to hell. Your mother called today. Says she's been worried about you ever since you moved out. Says, I don't know how to cook, but I know how to cook great, don't I, honey? He's sleepy.
Thanks for tuning in to Infinity Fridays, folks. And next week, we promise our stream will be a lot more polished. So tune in next week for a special performance from some members of the Comedy Club. And get ready for some rip-roaring good times in our new game show, Hampshire Hullabaloo. Again, thank you for tuning in. This has been Infinity.